It's the Real Estate U Show, where we take your typical real estate show and chuck it out the window. Motivating, inspiring, and educating, with a laugh or two along the way. Every week we bring you the latest happenings in real estate, new construction, and mortgage lending for both residential and commercial. And now, live, this is Real Estate U.
Okay. I'm E.L. Crane, and of course I'm here by myself today. But not really. This is Real Estate U Show, REUworldwide.com, in our Homes and Land studios, powered by myaltahomes.com. That is myaltahomes.com, live from on the HughesNet satellite network, REUworldwide.com, and soon to be added, our own Roku channel to go along with our YouTube TV, and we're going to be on the smart TVs as well. The RU Show brought to you by Platinum One Properties, a premier real estate firm headquartered in Houston, Texas, creating the standard in real estate representation, buying, selling, and investing in real estate. We're each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central Time, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Brought to you by Lone Peak Lending and YourMortgagePro.biz. This is YourMortgagePro.biz if you are inquiring about applying online or getting some general questions answers. Along with Open Title Texas with 11 Houston area locations. You can follow us on Instagram at Real Estate U Show. That's Real Estate U Show. Our studio includes industry leaders, knowledge that's incomparable in the marketplace. Real Estate U is about all things real estate, mortgages, new construction, commercial property and sales, finance, and the entrepreneurs which drive our economy. I'm joined by our various award-winning, esteemed real estate broker owner, Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties. She's stuck in traffic right now because between rain and accidents, she's a little behind. Of course, I think she just did the walk of shame. That's why she's late, but that's just me. I have my own view of the world. And she's also host of Dina's Realtor Rant. She is on the way. You can learn more about Platinum One Properties at PlatinumOneProperties.com. I'm also joined by our Mortgage Solution Pro, the hardest working woman in mortgage, Jennifer Nina of Lone Peak Lending. No, I'm not. She is in Florida. She abandoned us when the storm hit. So she's been in Florida with power and AC while the rest of us were living on Gilligan's Island. But she is your mortgage pro, and you can visit her at yourmortgagepro.biz for all of your mortgage needs. Now, the RU family consists of Open Title of Texas, Alta Homes, Builder Boost, Homes and Land Magazine, the Training Center, where realtors go to elevate their business, Panorama Studios, Butler Media, and commercial real estate lender Osborne Advisors. Now, today's Real Estate U topic is real estate after the storm. Real estate after the storm, because I'll have a rant today, but I'll get to that. We'll also be spotlighting homes available in the market. Real Estate U is the only DBM-hosted multimedia real estate show in the world. You are welcome, damn it. So, our weekly goal is to educate, inspire, and motivate. Class is now in session. You can listen to our previous shows on the realestateushow.com website, and I promise you it's being updated as we speak. I paid the deposits, and on our YouTube TV channel. Remember, we are live, and click and subscribe, hit the bell on your YouTube TV channel, on the YouTube TV channel. So, again, I'm E.L. Crane. I'll be joined shortly by Ms. Ramos, who staggered in here. I don't know why she was walking sideways, but she staggered in here. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and we'll come back. We will have Dina of Platinum One Properties, and we'll be talking about real estate after the storm. Thank you.
Introducing Tasha Weatherspoon, your esteemed realtor and certified international property specialist, proudly representing Keller Williams Memorial Realty in the vibrant heart of Houston, Texas. With a seat on the International Committee, Tasha brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the table, guiding you through the intricacies of real estate. Whether you're making moves locally or spanning the globe, imagine the ease of buying, selling, or leasing with Tasha leading the way. When it comes to international allure, Tasha is just one flight away from the destination she passionately advocates for at Keller Williams Memorial. Welcome to the Bahamas. Envision over 700 Ks, Tasha doesn't just know this paradise. She's part of its heartbeat, having lived among the friendly locals and walked the land she now represents. Seeking a waterfront sanctuary with breathtaking views, a luxurious vacation retreat, or a lucrative investment in this slice of heaven, your journey to paradise begins here. Her decade-long business alliance with a premier construction company stands ready to bring your next dream home or turnkey property to life. Whether you're navigating the real estate landscape in Houston, Texas, or yearning for a backdrop of turquoise seas and swaying palms, Tasha Weatherspoon at Keller Williams Memorial holds the keys to opulent living.
Hey, check this out. Are you looking for a beautiful new build home, one with quality craftsmanship and higher end amenities, but still within your budget? Oh, do I have good news for you. Alta Homes is now selling top-of-the-line new construction homes for the home buyer, providing amenities not usually associated under $500,000. And you want to know what makes them really shine? You'll get to participate in the construction throughout the process and rest easy knowing that Alta Homes promises to only build what we would live in. Alta Homes provides financing resources with up to 100% financing and even the ability to finance the closing costs, including Alta Homes providing additional closing costs assistance if needed. Doesn't get better than that. Just give us a call or visit us to start your new build journey today. Alta Homes, we only build what we would live in.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the U.S., you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
Okay, we're back. You see who showed up? She showed up. Okay, and because coming from where she lives at, there's still a lot of power out, right?
Yeah, there is.
Power out. Okay,
And people have to be very, I've seen over the past few days, many people, lights are not working. So slow down as you approach intersections, make sure that other people are paying attention. I saw some major accidents this week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can only imagine. So and I got power 2 days ago,
Yeah.
and as I was telling the guys in the studio, and I told Dina, my sons abandoned me,
Yeah.
my wife abandoned me. It was just me and the dog. Okay, but I got even this morning because I got them cook breakfast for me and my boys. They came back because it's got AC now.
Yeah.
And I cooked me, my boys, and the dog a steak. You heard that, Jennifer Nina? We had steak and eggs for breakfast this morning, and Gino had a big old steak all by himself. Thank you very much. Now, damn it, leaving me. I don't know what the hell wrong with these people around here. So
You were abandoned.
I was totally abandoned. Okay. Now today's topic is about real estate after the storm.
Yeah.
And what people understand, when a storm enters into the Gulf, insurance coverage, you can't secure any new insurance.
Right.
It's suspended. So basically, if you're trying to buy a home and you're getting insurance quotes, they will not quote you anything while there is a storm in the Gulf. But this is the kicker. All those contracts that have been put in place prior to the storm, then you have the storm's aftermath. Now there are re-inspections, there are
Yes.
reappraisals,
Yes.
there's damage evaluations. All those things are going on right now. So this is, let's say, after the storm. And if you drive the city, and it's really you kind of pay attention to where most of the damage is at.
Yes.
Most of the damage occurred where you have mature trees. The newer communities that don't have a whole bunch of mature trees, their power might have gone down, but they had no lines being taken out because there are no mature trees.
Exactly.
And those are the things you have to look for, because driving through Memorial, it's like a war zone over there with all the trees down and debris in the street. I had to actually go around one of those trucks, you know how they chop up the wood.
Oh,
and,
yes,
you know,
yes.
stuff like that, turn into chips. I had to go around that truck. And then as I was going, there was 5 trucks on Memorial Drive with those to cut those
It's a
trees down.
shame. They had such beautiful mature
Yeah,
trees.
mature trees.
But those trees can turn deadly. We lost a few people, and I reach out with condolences to the
Right.
families of these
Exactly.
individuals who
Because of
lost
those
their
trees.
lives.
Because of
Yeah,
those
the trees
trees.
fell down and they happened to be unlucky in their
Yeah.
homes.
And then one of the ladies I work with, her and her family, with the storm took out a 100-year-old pecan tree.
Wow.
Took it out, just ripped it out of the ground. And I was like, whoa. Then she showed the pictures like, this is what's happening. But then you go with, again, after the storm, people are scared. I talked to a few lenders. People are literally backing out of contracts
Yeah.
because they're scared. Like, what if a tree falls on my house? What if this happens? Or now the insurance is going to go up because of all of the damage, because insurance companies not going to lose any money. Let's be real clear.
Right.
They're going to get their money back by raising rates
Mm-hmm.
because they have to pay all the stuff out. Then on the flip side, nobody is being held accountable for why we have been on Gilligan's Island for 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Because I look at it this way. Now, this is my rant. All right.
Okay.
I posted a rant on Facebook and my other social media feeds yesterday. Before I got my power, I said 72 hours and counting. I'm in the 4th largest city in the United States of America, the richest country in the world. All right. 4th largest city. 4th largest city has revenue that exceeds a lot of countries in the world.
Yes.
But you can't protect your citizens and your citizens' infrastructure because, why? A monopoly. Centerpoint is a monopoly.
Yes, it is.
It's a monopoly. So either you go through them or you get nothing, unless you are far north Montgomery County, going towards College Station, where you have Entergy and the Arkansas-Louisiana grid. When I used to live in Bentwater, we didn't lose power back in, what was it, Ike?
Yeah,
Ike.
every night.
Ike. We didn't lose power. Ike. Want to know why? We was on the Arkansas-Louisiana grid. We weren't on the
I
Texas
didn't know
grid.
that.
Yes. The Bentwater Island in Montgomery County is on the Arkansas-Louisiana grid.
Oh, wow.
So unless you have adverse weather over there, but the difference is they have multiple substations, number one, and I didn't pay attention to it at the time. All of our power lines in Bentwater are underground. They're not above ground. This city is too prosperous, it's too large, and it's too everything to have all these lines above ground. But when you have a monopoly in regard to energy distribution, this is what you're going to get. You know, the folks make $6 billion profit last year.
I can imagine.
$6 billion profit.
Well, what's so sad is that we have elderly people,
Yes.
we have people who have medical conditions, and they cannot be in this type of sweltering heat in their homes.
Then you have those people who have drugs that have to be refrigerated.
Yes.
But they lost their power.
Yeah.
And then you have, like me, I have 2 prescriptions that have to be refrigerated. I had to throw them out.
Oh, no.
We threw out, I just went last week meat shopping because I go to the butcher, right?
Yes.
So I just loaded up my deep freezer last week. Gone. Had to throw it all out.
Oh,
Everything in the refrigerator gone, had to throw it all out. So I had to go replenish my refrigerator because my children, who are not cheap dates, they're at the house. So I go restock my refrigerator. And I think about the money I spent and lost
Mhm.
because of the selfishness and the inadequacy of the services that we're providing. My community where I live at is only 11 years old. It's 11 years old.
Yeah.
Now, why everything around me, all the power lines are up above ground? It's just crazy. And so from your perspective, now when you are talking to people about looking at houses, I think the first thing, and this is just me, does it flood over there?
It is for one of the first things that's being asked. Is it in the flood zone?
Mhm.
And is there addition? Has it ever been flooded? And
Yes.
just many concerns because people are barely able to afford a home right now with the interest rates that have gone up, and so everybody's very budget conscious. Now that the storm came, it just emphasized another issue which they had probably not thought a lot about,
Right.
but they are now. So people are scared.
Yeah. And and I think about, you have real estate professionals such as yourself, D, you're out there navigating these byways and highways to show houses.
Yes.
And power's out, or you still got blinking street lights and so
Yes.
forth and so on. How do you address your safety to make sure that you provide the appropriate services for the clients that still want to go out and see?
I think it's very important to, as a real estate professional, to know the communities you're going to be headed toward.
Okay.
And I would even go so far as to call the listing agents
Okay.
and find out, hey, was this home damaged during the storm? Because I have some clients that would like to go see it.
Right.
Do you know of any hazards in the area that we need to be aware of while driving there? And if they don't know, I would definitely map it, Google it, and a lot of times you'll see highlighted areas in
Right.
red where there's still issues going on. And it's just to be aware of your surroundings. And I tell people all the time, if you're the first person at a traffic light, you know how you tell your kids when they first start
Yeah,
driving?
look both ways.
It's the same thing. Yeah, for us as adults, we forget to tell ourselves
do.
the same basic
We do.
rules.
We do.
Yeah,
Because when I was coming in this morning, an 18-wheeler got trapped in the intersection. Not because it broke down. He tried to make a turn that he knew he could not make. You know how these big block
Yes.
barriers there?
Yeah.
Stone barrier. So he tried to make that turn, so he stopped. So all the traffic, all four directions, because we couldn't come across from either way because he's blocking the intersection, but his cab was in the way, so you couldn't go through. So we sitting there while he's reverse and right, reverse and back. But this is the crazy thing. There's always that one idiot. There's always that one idiot.
Yeah.
I can make it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
the guy's blind spot.
he was in the blind spot, and
Seen it.
those big giant beds took his little Sienna.
That is
It
just
took it out.
The most dangerous
Yes.
situation you can put yourself in.
Yeah, he thought he could make it.
Yeah.
But think about it. You still have all this road construction going on. Lights are out. Communities, they're out there with all these trees that are down, limbs that are broken. And then let's not leave out the gouging.
Oh God. Yeah.
Let's not leave out the gouging. On day 2, so mine went out Monday. So Tuesday morning, Jennifer and her boys left. Tuesday morning, I went to this little place that we'll stop at sometime, little kolache place, and it was open.
Yeah.
But they had plugs everywhere. I mean, they had plugs everywhere. You were stepping over plugs to get in there, stuff like that. So you could, if it didn't come out of the unit hot, you had to wait till you get home to get it warmed up, but you have no electricity, so how you gonna warm it up?
Right.
All right. So I'm looking, how you notice something, but you're like, there's something off here. I paid $5.49 per kolache. They were gouging people.
Dang.
$5.49 kolache. When's the last time you paid $3 for a glazed donut?
One?
And the line was out the door, and I paid it.
Bad.
I paid it because there was no food.
Well, the same thing happened, I understand, with a lot of the area hotels.
Oh,
They were doubling and tripling
Oh,
their
yeah.
rates,
Yep.
and people were paying it who were desperate
Yes.
to have AC or needed
Exactly,
it for one reason or
exactly.
the other.
My desperation, the only thing it did for me, took me out to sit my car in the driveway and turn the AC on. And I was looking at movies on my phone plugged in. I would pay triple to go play at a extended stay hotel.
I'm serious. It's and you know, if you have renter's insurance, let's just say you're leasing.
Yeah.
If you lost, you might want to give them a call
Yes.
and see what they cover. Much like EL, who lost an entire freezer of food,
Yeah.
basically of meats and stuff that are very expensive to replace. Sometimes they will cover those items. And if you're lucky, I mean, there were a lot of fences down.
Oh,
There
God,
was
yes. I mean, it's like a war zone. It's truly like a war zone.
Uh-huh.
You know? So, this is what's going on. So we're talking about after the storm, real estate after the storm. But, but there is some good news as well. It's not all bad, but it's still after the storm. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break right here, pay some bills, and then we'll come back and talk to Dina Ramos, owner, broker of Platinum One Properties, who loves me in spite of myself because, see, I checked on her this week. She didn't check on me. Let's be real clear. I checked on her and Mama Ramos, but she didn't check on me. All right. So I'm the one that's in the front row of the bus going to heaven, not her.
That's right. This week, anyway.
That's right. I need to hold on what I got.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to take a break and pay some bills.
When you choose Alta Homes, you're choosing a builder you can count on to create not only your home, but something you are proud to own. We are at your side at every step during the purchase process, from the moment you sign your contract to the moment you receive your keys. Sales consultants to guide you in selecting exterior colors and brick stone options. A design center to effortlessly help you customize every detail, from lighting and faucets to flooring, tile, cabinetry, and countertops. Our smart home provider to enhance your home with security, data, and audio systems tailored to your preferences. Dedicated construction managers to provide weekly updates on your home's progress. Progress meetings to show milestones our team is completing, including a pre-construction meeting, pre-drywall, orientation, and a final walks before your closing day. Welcome home to your future with Alta Homes.
Hello, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. Tune in each week to Realtor Corner with me as we share important information that will help you on your real estate journey. Look forward to seeing you there. And in the meantime, if you need anything real estate related, you can always get a hold of me at 832-646-9054. Dina Salazar, Platinum One Properties.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. I can't say that, but I still do anyway.
But yeah.
Hi, I'm E.L. Crane. This is Real Estate U Show here each and every Saturday on REU Worldwide on the HughesNet Satellite Network. I'm joined by the lovely Dina Ramos. She survived the storm. Look at her hair. Only Dina can come out of the storm with hair that look like that. All right. I'm sorry. She's the only person. Me, not so much. My hair, say it was just all ruffled. It's gone because of the storm.
It blew away.
Yeah.
You had it.
That's right. I had it. Acid rain. That was acid rain took me.
Well, I'm a big dog lover, so I felt terrible to, many fences came down. People
Yes.
didn't have their dogs inside.
That's
and,
right.
So there were many pets roaming the neighborhood.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So
Where
we did. Saw it on the Nextdoor app and all that stuff. So
wow.
anyway.
That's pretty sad.
It is.
Why wouldn't you bring your dog?
I don't know what happened. If people just took off and left them, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, there's abandoned. Let me tell you something. Jennifer will leave me before she leaves Gino. Let's be real clear. She'll leave me. She'll leave me right then out. Gino, get in the car. Dog first, husband second.
Oh, they're like our children.
Oh, she'll come out there and hug the dog before she hugs me. What the hell you talking
Yeah,
about?
I
I'm like,
that.
yo, here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm joking.
yeah, no. Oh, no. Well,
So here, after the storm,
yeah.
we're looking at a lot of damage.
Yes.
Right? You know, trees down, roofs caved in because of trees falling over. So like fences taken out.
Yes.
And I saw a couple of brick fences taken out because of
I
the
did
trees.
too.
Yeah.
I did too.
And stuff like that. So now, when I said the good part after the storm, I wasn't talking about the housing part. I'm talking about the contractors, all right? The fence people, the roof people, the electricians, the plumbers, they are having a feast
Oh, yeah.
right now.
Okay.
They are having a feast. Like we had to get some wiring done here at the studio, right? And the guy said, I'm glad you booked me ahead of time. I said, what happened? He says, I'm booked for rewiring and wiring through next Thursday. No break.
Yeah.
I said, what is the wiring? He says the storm, because of what is electric, surges,
Yes.
took out wiring.
Oh.
It took out a lot of wiring because of the surging. I like, what? He says, I said, but he says the new homes have those things that you can push the button, those resets.
Yes, yes.
The old homes,
Yeah.
not so much. Not so much. So they're out there rewiring homes that have burnt out fuse boxes and breaker boxes because of surges.
Yeah.
And then you have, I'm in a networking group with a roofer. He's a really cool guy, but I know every time there's a storm, he gives himself a parade because he gets to replace roofs. He's out every night. And he said, hey, anybody know of a storm coming? And he'll say that. Anybody know of a storm coming?
Yes. And they, that is any entrepreneur.
Yes.
Is always going to be aware of opportunities.
Yes.
So it's, we can't, we ought to just be glad that these guys are out there advocating for their businesses and hoping that we use people who are referred to us. This is always
and have integrity.
Yes, have integrity, because many times when there are major storms, and we have a few more coming up apparently, that are down the road from us, but be aware of who you hire as a contractor.
Yes.
Get some referrals. We've had many clients in the past who've advised us that they have been taken advantage of, and half the work was done and they took off. I mean, this is typical for major storm seasons.
Yeah, and of course, my wife is in Florida. Have you talked to the pool people yet? She's worried about putting in a swimming pool. They haven't turned on the electricity yet. Can we deal with the electricity first before you talk about have I talked to the pool people first? She's ridiculous. Well, we need some water. I turned on the water. It's good. Okay. A swimming pool. Like that woman up there. They're at the beach today.
Well, I can imagine. She's in Florida. That's what's going to happen.
And then, of course, now Alex and Max are joining her in Florida Monday. So me and the dog. Me and the dog will be eating steak every day.
That dog's going to be big by the time he's already big.
Yeah, he is. So all this aftermath of the storm, who's the buyer after a storm?
You have a lot of smart buyers. So there will be properties at any storm that happens where individuals didn't have insurance. They didn't have the ability to repair. So these people who may have a ton of equity, or maybe they paid it in full, we don't know. They will be the ones selling and making distress sales available.
Yeah, okay.
So for investors who have their loyal contractors and so forth, this is an opportunity that they seize typically.
So basically, when something like this happens, these are investor opportunities, savvy investors.
Yes.
These are contractor opportunities. But most importantly, we have an environment that says we are going to not take advantage, but supply the services necessary to bring you back.
Right.
So, but then you have the insurance company. They're back in play now. Okay. But I wonder what the rates are going to be. Because they're assessing damage out there too.
Yeah.
Okay, because what they call them, the people that go out and do the assessments after damage, they go and examine. Well, I forgot what they call them, but you have that out there. But see, like the title company, every contract we have is on hold, pending inspection.
Right.
Every contract we have is on hold, pending inspection.
So then you have the reinspection that occurs, and this should be, and let me just say this tidbit of information for any buyer and real estate professional representing a buyer.
Right.
You should always do a walkthrough the day of your closing.
Yes.
Because, for example, many years ago, this is when I was pretty new. Had a client did not want to do their final walkthrough. Why? I said, I don't have time. Let's just go meet at the title company and we'll go after. So me being new and stuff, I didn't push for us. Okay, we'll go after if that's what you want to do. Well, come after, we find out that the property had been broken into and vandalized.
Prior to closing.
They didn't go check it out. Wow. And that was the first and last time I'd ever, see, this is what experience teaches people. And I won't let certain things go by. And if somebody insists on not doing a walkthrough, I have them sign a waiver.
You have
because, it always falls back on the real estate professional as far as why didn't you push me to do something or whatever. But this client took on the responsibility, and luckily the seller made sure that things got repaired, to do the right thing. They didn't have to.
That's
because
right.
Once you sign on the dotted line, that's your house and your responsibility and your insurance that you have to file a claim on.
That's exactly
so
right.
You need, whether it's a natural storm, disaster, or again, somebody could have, broken in, whatever happens. And so it's always very important to do a final walkthrough. And, if you want to do it like 2 or 3 days before closing, great, but always the day of, even if you, the real estate professional, go alone,
right,
walk that property, make sure nothing happened before you go to that closing table and let your client sign.
That's the dynamic of being a pro, though. Okay, that's the dynamic of being a pro. Because there are many out there who are feasting on ignorance right now. They're feasting on ignorance right now. And the only way that you can combat ignorance is by working with a professional of integrity and the truth. People say, I say, when did the truth become a bad thing? The truth should not be a bad thing.
Right.
Okay. When I have something going on, I'll call Dina. If I have something going on, I'll ask Jennifer's input. If I have something going on, I'll call one of my sisters. All right. People you trust. We all have a network of people we trust. All right. We all have a network of people we care about. But it's also our job to protect those people we trust and care about so other people don't take advantage of them.
Exactly.
And that's what's going on with Aftermath of the store. Because when I was coming here this morning, I was looking at, you know what they're doing with the new Chick-fil-A's, right? No indoor seating.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, new Chick-fil-A's, no indoor seating. They're all outside seating, right? So it's all drive-through.
Okay.
It's all drive-through. So the new one by my house, which I think Chick-fil-A is the devil, just like Sam's, Costco, and the rest of them anyway. So they got all this. And I was looking at this. So you thought it was a good idea to have all outside seating in Houston, Texas. And so it's 5,000 degrees out there. So I'm going to go sit outside of Chick-fil-A and eat my sandwich. And so you go ahead and call me 911 for heat stroke. Because they're not that, but it's another sign of entities not caring about the citizens that they're providing services for.
Yeah, they're just, they figure they can make the money. They have it streamlined where, people just coming through, and if they get backed up, they have them park on the side and they get their food. They'll have those little workers coming running in and out. I went over there the other day. I saw that.
Yeah, so it's those kind of things. And I'm just like, because one of the things I have to do today, I'm furniture shopping for the studio and the podcast.
Okay.
Right? Because Miguel and Jesus too lazy to do it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm going with right there. They act like they don't have no gas. Okay. Anyway, but I'm stopping at a few builders too, to try to get a sense of what's going on. All right. And what I don't understand personally, what's going on in the marketplace, nobody is saying we need to do this. So what do you think that's about? Nobody, hey, let's do this to protect the consumer when they're buying a house. Let's do this for the consumer who already owns a house. Why do you think nobody is saying let's do this?
I think that it's rare for a person, people in large, let's just say a large company, home
Right.
builder that's nationwide.
Right.
Okay. They're looking at what's going to make them money.
Yeah.
They're not, after a while, just like Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
what's going to make them more money. So they cut out some of the extras that they were doing, and people get away from what made them popular to begin with.
Right.
Okay. I think that the builders, the entrepreneurs in general,
Mhm.
who put the consumer first,
Right.
will be the ones who reap the long-term rewards, because they are establishing a connection with the consumers, with the community of caring, and people respond to that over time. People
True.
become aware of it. The short term, let's just say I saw a home builder advertising over the week during the storm. They're offering free generator with the
Yeah, I
purchase
saw
of their
that.
home.
I saw that.
Right?
I did see
And
that.
so, again, they're capitalizing on the fear.
Right.
And it's not going to cost them that much money in the scope of it, because they work everything into their budget.
Right.
So actually, that's their concern. They're showing their concern, but in the long run, they're helping themselves.
There you
Because
go.
they're smart. It's about being smart.
And that's how you stand out.
Exactly.
Okay. So what we're going to do is take a break, pay some bills. I'm E.L. Crane with Open Tyler, Texas. She is Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties, and Jennifer Nina is in Florida. She
On the
abandoned
beach.
us on the beach, because she's gonna see one of them damn pictures.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm being on the beach. So, but we're gonna take a break, pay some bills, come back, and we're talking about after the storm. Right.
Do you have a passion and interest in real estate? Want to learn from the pros and have some fun doing it? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, your connection to all things real estate, buying, selling, investing, and new construction sales, including residential and commercial real estate financing. Tune in for weekly live episodes with real estate experts and guests, packed with their best tips and tricks, and get a sneak peek into their national marketing relationships. Sponsored by the trusted team of Builder Boost and Homes and Land Magazine. The Real Estate U Show. Informative, insightful, and with a little touch of humor. Tune in to www.reuworldwide.com, Saturdays at 11 a.m. CST.
Hey, check this out. Are you looking for a beautiful new build home? One with quality craftsmanship and higher end amenities, but still within your budget? Oh, do I have good news for you. Alta Homes is now selling top of the line new construction homes for the home buyer, providing amenities not usually associated under $500,000. And you want to know what makes them really shine? You'll get to participate in the construction throughout the process and rest easy knowing that Alta Homes promises to only build what we would live in. Alta Homes provides financing resources with up to 100% financing and even the ability to finance the closing costs, including Alta Homes providing additional closing cost assistance if needed. Doesn't get better than that. Just give us a call or visit us to start your new build journey today. Alta Homes, we only build what we would live in. Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today.
We're doing that too. So you have the generators that you can tap into your gas line
Okay.
at home. You have the ones that you have to be putting gasoline in, and some that are kind of
Okay.
hybrid.
Yes, I have natural gas, so
Yeah, yeah, you
they
need to
give me a
get that.
generator.
Yeah, get that done.
This is the Real Estate U Show. We're talking about after the storm. Now, one of the things we have to do in regard to real estate and mortgage lending and closings, we have to be smart. We have to be smarter. Okay. So, what advice are you giving the buyer now in regard to their housing area selections?
Well, unless they tell me that they want to be in a waterfront community or something like this, and once I know their budget and listen to their needs, I will suggest that they stay out of areas that are in the flood zone, which would increase their insurance rates and so forth, because then their buying power decreases.
Right.
Okay. Their tax rate is also in consideration when someone's on a tight budget.
Right.
So that's another thing that you want to find communities where their budget fits their needs.
Okay.
Okay. So you're looking at tax rate, you're looking at flood zone, you're looking at insurance cost and so forth for the area.
Okay.
Windstorm insurance. Is an extra.
Oh, yes. I forgot about windstorm. Because I'm thinking in terms of what makes sense. Like my cousins that live in an older area of Houston, they're back online because my sister told me this morning. But my cousins that live in Manville down 288, they still have no power.
That's sad.
So I got this 70-year-old community. Their power is restored because they got mature trees around there and everything. But I got this new wave community, we're gonna call it, out in Manville, and they're still on Gilligan's Island. And so it's like, it's not about those who have money versus those who don't have money. Areas are all being affected. You could be in a $2 million neighborhood or a $200,000 neighborhood. Everybody lost power.
Yeah.
Everybody lost power. So going forward, for me, I think you have to spend more time on how was a community impacted by a storm, not just flood area anymore. How was a community impacted by a storm? Is there any way to research that?
I don't know about that. I think it's any kind of research, you'd have to go back to the last storm because it takes time to process that sort of research and so forth. But I do think that when storms happen, Houston has a wonderful community of people.
Yes.
I think that I may have had 3 or 4 people reach out to me. Hey, I have a generator here. Yeah. If you need to come over and cool down, if you have food you want to put in our freezer, stuff like this. Be a good neighbor during these times. If you are doing well, if you have a generator and you want to check in with a few people in the neighborhood, or elderly, people with small children, it's very important. And it's maybe a little bit of an inconvenience for a short time, but you are doing a wonderful service to somebody.
Okay, now she's talking about the good people. Now let me rant at the bad people. Okay, I have seen people on my social media feeds bragging about I haven't lost power, bragging about the vehicles they have that can help do power. I didn't know you can plug stuff, whatever, plug stuff in. Some of the vehicles have the 3-prong plug. You can plug in. They were plugged in. And I saw this bragging going on. And then I'm saying to myself, have you asked your family or friends to come embrace your comfort? And it was so much ugliness. And that's what I call bragging, ugliness. There's so much ugliness on social media about what I have. I'm not doing anything. And we cooked up this and we cooked up that. I'm like, you got people out here eating canned goods right out of the can because they can't even warm them up. And I'm like, there are a great many good people. And you're absolutely right. There are really some great people out there. But then those people who are so oblivious to the suffering of others, they post things like that. And that's what was really getting me. So, because people know me, like, I don't shop at certain stores. I refuse. I have sat in the parking lot while my wife is going into the store and she says, "You're ridiculous." Well, you go give me your money, they're not getting mine. Because if I go over there with you, you're going to try to use my credit card. So no, not doing it. But see, I have that attitude. But my attitude comes from this. My mother, father, stepmother, stepfather are all entrepreneurs. And those kind of big box giant stores are what put my parent type out of business. I have a problem with that. That's that monopoly thing again.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't believe you can be great at everything. You have to be great at something. So if you're trying to be a grocery store, a clothing store, an appliance store, automobile repair shop, a computer store, that's too much. Pick a team, damn it. Pick a team and be great at something because, D, you and I, we come from an era where a lot of people were great at things. Now you have to literally check people's work now because they don't have a sense of greatness. They have a sense of, hey, I did the job. Where's my money? Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me see if the switch worked first. All right. Think about it. Because like here in the studio, Jesus and Miguel, they threatened me with physical violence if I didn't put Ethernet lines in, to speed up the stuff like that.
Yeah.
I say, why y'all got your guns? I don't mean like that. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I don't want no trouble. Okay. But the guy that did it, very professional, very efficient, and even made some suggestions to ensure that we had maximum capacity here.
Good.
Okay. That's somebody who understands being great at their job instead of just doing their job. Or think about the things that you have out there in the marketplace now, which tickles me. Some of these youngsters between the age of 23 and 35, they go to work and hold on to their job waiting to get fired.
I did not know that.
They sit there like, well, they're going to pay me. I'm going to just get paid until they fire me. I'm like, what? That's a thing. They just do the minimum. They're not trying to exceed expectation. They're not trying to be great. They say, well, as long as they don't pay me, I'm just going to work here and take their check until they fire me. So you're going to get fired at some point in time. Yes.
Wow.
Because complacency.
Yeah.
And people, they know they got to get these jobs right there. And it's like, where's your pride at? And that's the whole thing about the aftermath of this storm. We did not have to go through 3, 4, 5, and some people are 6, 7 days, still no power because our energy provider chose not to be great. Being great means sacrifice, giving up something to have more. But our energy provider, no, I don't want to be great. I just want to be good. And then here's their attitude. Where you going to go?
Yeah.
That's their attitude. Where you going to go? That's what happened. Where you going to go?
We're locked in.
Exactly. That's why I tell you. Now, I'm a huge fan of Specs. Don't get me wrong. I love Specs. Me and Specs, we go way back.
Yeah.
They got,
Okay.
big inventory.
I thought I saw your picture on the
There you go.
wall.
Big inventory of Specs. But I don't go out of my way to go to Specs. I go to little neighborhood liquor stores when I want to go to liquor stores, that kind of thing. So because those are the mom and pops. Because you have an alternative. When it comes to our energy distributor, we don't have an alternative.
No, we don't.
We don't have an alternative. So they don't care. But the same on the real estate side. Dina is an alternative. She owns a boutique brokerage. She can spin on a dime. She can provide services. She don't have a hierarchy. She don't have a whole bunch of this and that stopping her from providing the best services for you. So she can be a great real estate professional where a lot of people are just good or okay.
And I'll tell you what, that with the boutique office and the way ours is set up, every agent in our office is very like-minded.
Yes.
So they're all very conscientious. They are always, their reviews are always that they went above and beyond the expectations of their client. And, this makes me very proud as well.
Yeah. And so when you have the mindset of, I like to use the term, 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 step at a time, 1 day at a time. The job is to exceed expectations and let reality dictate the needs of a client. Okay, not your needs, your client needs. So think about this. You have these builders out there right now who are incentivizing new construction sales.
Yes.
Okay, they're buying down rates, they're doing appliance packages, they're doing blind side, even our good friends at Alta Homes. They are offering all these things, but yet and still, the consumer has bought into the nonsense of our reality now. Is like, okay, what else you got? I just gave you everything.
It's never enough. Sometimes, like you say, people want a mile, you give them a little.
There you go.
But it is about setting the boundaries. This is what's reality. It's good to get educated and knowing what is happening around you. Again, if you are looking in a certain area, you should know more or less this is what the average price point is per square foot.
There you go.
And this is what home builders are offering right now in certain areas. And it's very similar. So if you see one home builder in Cypress, for example, offering a buy down and this and that, you will probably see everyone else doing similar things. Or if no one is offering concessions, well, they all stick together.
Right.
In other words,
that's how they stick together. So you have this uniformity out there, but I think being different is a plus.
It is.
Being different is a plus. I mean, like I'm meeting with my team on Monday, my marketing and sales team on Monday, and they're going to be shocked because I'm going to give them their marketing sales booklet of everything we have to do and every resource we have and relationship we have to elevate their business, which will help elevate the realtors that they work with. And I was asked yesterday, why are you doing that? Because I only want to be great. And why do you say that? I said, let me tell you something. I'm named after my father. I'm the youngest son named after my father. That was a burden in and of itself. So you take that particular burden, then you take my mindset. I'm still chasing my father's legacy right now to this day. I don't believe I'm going to ever catch it, but that don't stop me from pursuing it. I still keep going, chasing after my father, chasing after my father, chasing after my father. And you've heard me quote my father 1,000 times.
Oh, yeah.
That man created an environment that says, be better than me, but you got to catch me first. Be better than me, you got to catch me first, all right? Because this week, you know, it's driving me crazy. I couldn't wear a suit and tie. I wore, hey, you don't have a suit and tie. I said, this is, I don't have my AC outfit that I'm wearing today. Okay, this is my, no, I don't have no AC outfit.
Yes.
Yesterday, I had AC. I was back in a suit and tie yesterday. I said, you don't, my father's watching, don't mess with me, okay? But that's my state of mind. But most people have state of mind. When Dina represents a client, that client doesn't have to wonder or worry if Dina is putting out 150%. It's a given because she goes beyond. She seeks great on behalf of her clients. That's why the reviews that Platinum One Properties receives, great on behalf of their clients. Even my favorite gangster, Becky, great on behalf of her clients. Now, she ain't going to come past the Beltway, but great on behalf. If you're on the side of the Beltway, you're good. Becky ain't come on the side of the Beltway. She might come to Hobby. She might. I don't know, but she might come to Hobby. Okay? But think about it. Great should be your standard.
Everyone should put forth their best when they're doing their whatever job it is. Whatever job it is. If I had a gentleman come not long ago and said, hey, I can power wash the house and this is what I charge, and I felt like it was a fair charge, and meticulous, he went ahead and did extra. He did the sidewalk leading up to the house because he said, you know what, no extra charge. I just felt like he would bring out my work better if I saw this cleaned up. And hey, when people go and give you extra, they go above and beyond. You do what you can. If you don't have money to tip them or do something like that, then you write some excellent reviews for them. Think about that because like E.O. said, nowadays, I have seen, I think even since COVID forward, it's gotten really bad, but customer service overall has been on the decline.
Oh, absolutely.
If I go to any store, honestly, if you go to any electronic store or like a Home Depot or Lowe's kind of situation, I need help. Yeah. Those kind of stores. I really do. And boy, it's an act of God to try and find a worker who's willing to come and share what they know with you or
Walk 5
help
steps.
you.
Can't get them to walk 5
Oh
steps.
man, it's very frustrating. So this is just like you said, I didn't know that was happening in the workplace where kids were going and sitting
Oh,
there
yeah,
and
just anywhere.
waiting to be fired.
Waiting to be fired.
You have in our property management, we screen our folks so well.
Right.
We don't have this problem, but we have taken over properties that have had tenants that do the same thing. They go from property to property, and they pay the first month's rent and they never pay rent again. And they wait till the eviction process occurs, which could be, the homeowner giving them another chance or whatever, buying them another 30 to 60 days. So they go many times 6 months or more without paying rent. And they do not care because they'll find another place. This is why it's very important to go through a screening process, a diligent screening process. And that's why I'm
Everything
glad
is about vetting. You got to vet.
It really
people,
is. My
because
gosh.
it's before we go to break, one of the things that alarms me is the willingness not to care. I don't care. That's the position. I don't care.
Yeah.
I can get another this. First thing, I can get another this. I said, when did the days of an eviction stop mattering? When did the days of job hopping stop mattering? And that's what we have out there. So what we're gonna do is gonna take a break, come back. Remember, today is about after the storm. Dina Ramos, Platinum One Properties, E.L. Crane, Open Title. Jennifer, I'm in Florida. Nina, Lone Peak Lending. She's a horrible human being. Horrible human being. Okay. So we take a break, pay some bills.
Okay, great. When are you coming into town? All right, let me go ahead and repeat this back to you. You need a new construction home, 4 bedrooms, a game room, a large backyard, and a study. All by this weekend. Okay, great. I'll see you then. I'm gonna need some help. I need help.
Did you hear that?
I need help.
Y'all, did you hear that?
I need help.
Quiet! I've got this one. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I couldn't help but notice that you needed some help.
Actually, I do. It seems like more of my clients are requesting new construction, and it's all so overwhelming. Spending all this time searching up builder websites, looking up information, making so many calls. It's so time consuming. I wish there was just a one-stop shop where I could find new home information for my clients.
Well, actually, I can help with that. Builder Boost was created for busy agents just like you. We've created tools and resources updated daily so that real estate agents can have one comprehensive spot to view builder promotions, newly released inventory, even a calendar of realtor events. Aside from the tools, we're also a community. Our team's mission is to serve hardworking agents. We're here to provide opportunities for you to learn, to grow, and to boost your business. So join us. I think you will love being part of our world.
You are a lifesaver. Did I just imagine that?
You sure didn't. At Builder Boost, this happens every day, and we are here to help. Oh, it's go time.
When you choose Alta Homes, you're choosing a builder you can count on to create not only your home, but something you are proud to own. We are at your side at every step during the purchase process, from the moment you sign your contract to the moment you receive your keys. Sales consultants to guide you in selecting exterior colors and brick stone options. A design center to effortlessly help you customize every detail, from lighting and faucets to flooring, tile, cabinetry, and countertops. Our smart home provider to enhance your home with security, data, and audio systems tailored to your preferences. Dedicated construction managers to provide weekly updates on your home's progress. Progress meetings to show milestones our team is completing, including a pre-construction meeting, pre-drywall, orientation, and a final walks before your closing day. Welcome home to your future with Alta Homes.
Hey, we're back and bills are paid. I'm E.L. Crane, joined by Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties. We're talking about after the storm. The one thing that I've seen on the lending side, the lenders are getting more flexible.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're getting more flexible because anytime something bad happens that upsets their flow, like a storm,
Yeah.
they start getting just as creative as the builders
Yeah.
do.
They have to.
Yeah. You got lenders out there, they're waiving their origination fees. Yes, they're waiving their origination fees. They are allowing people to take a credit from the builder. It's just and this is wind up the $12,000, $13,000, $15,000.
Wow.
And you just ask yourself, what else is going on out there with these builders and developers? Like I talked to Drew yesterday, Drew Collenberg. He's with president and CEO of Alta Homes, and he's one of our favorite people.
Yes.
And Drew, we're trying to identify the why. We know he has a great product.
Yes.
Alta Homes has a great product. We know that he is very serious about being great. So he can't understand, and we're trying to identify why his traffic count is down and everybody else's is up. And so one of my jobs this weekend is to research the what. Okay. So I'm going to go to different builders this weekend, today and tomorrow, and see why. What makes you so special and that you're getting all this traffic kind of like that. And some of the things that we came up with, like the cookie smell on those old Spunkmeyer cookies, that cookie smell is like a thing.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Then the splash of colors because of flowers.
Yes.
Okay. Then that statement, that welcoming statement, like my welcoming statement when I teach class, you need to understand I'm a growth partner. I'm here to help you grow your business. So that's my statement. So we're trying to identify what's their statement. Okay. Then because we've said plenty about the quality of the product.
Yes.
They've shown plenty about it, but we're getting ready to get off into better presentation. Okay. So what are we doing from a Platinum One perspective to show the consumer why it's still a great time to buy real estate?
In our office, we are focusing on appreciation of real estate, which has been consistent over the last 20 years. Honestly, we had, maybe a recession back that kind of leveled off things for a year or two. But again, people that held on, it's the best investment you will make. Real estate is your retirement for many people. There are many young people who are very smart entering into real estate, buying rental homes, holding on to them, not flipping. They're like, I'm going to hold on to these for at least 10 to 15 years. And then systematically they begin selling them off, either buying multifamily after that, et cetera. But the money they make is far more than and reliable. This is something predictable, what we call calculated risk, if you must. Real estate is that. It is very with a low amount of risk. You have to have some reserves to maintain the property. But if you're smart about it, stay within your budget, deal with professionals that know what your goals are. This is the best thing you can do for your future.
And because this what they talking about legacy wealth.
Yes.
Real estate is legacy wealth. All right. And why would you not want to build legacy wealth? I mean, I think about my sons all the time, my grandsons now. And I remember when my father passed away. All right. Of course, if I had to say my father had a flaw, paranoid about his money. Oh my God. That man, paranoid about his money. So he didn't trust banks. Because he was in business, he had to have a bank, but he never, ever trusted bank. So basically, what my father would do, when he had to go do payroll, he'd go put money in the bank that day. When he had to go pay bills, he'd go put money in the bank that day. He would always say, they got me running off with my money. That's what he would say. Daddy, they can't run off with your money. And, boy, but remember, he grew up in that time, there was no federally insured financial institutions. And so if the bank lost money, your money was gone. So that's the time he grew up in. So I remember one day he says, I said, Dad, I need to go to the bank. And he says, for what? I said, let's go put my money in the bank. Boy, no, I'm your bank. What? I'm your bank. And then I learned something that day. He took me over to his safe, which I'd never been in his safe. I knew it was there, but I was like, So he opened his safe. He had my siblings' names on different shelves. And there was money for each one of them because he was his children's bank.
Yeah.
I'm like, how long has this been going on? Mind your business, so it ain't nothing to do with you. This your shelf right here. So give me the money. I gave that man the money. And he had all his children's. He was the bank. So when you needed money, you had to go to him to get your money.
Well, it goes back to in any kind of natural disaster, internet shutdown, all this stuff. The banks were closed. Some of the ATMs you couldn't get to them, whatever.
Exactly.
And I can see where people, if you need some cash, you might want to at least keep some, and save somewhere at home.
I mean, I've had a friend that kept cash in the phone. That man wasn't putting nothing in the bank. You'd have swore my father was a dope dealer. I'm sorry.
That's crazy. I'd be afraid to have money like that.
But he had big giant safe. I'm talking about, he had big giant safe. But I was like, but I knew the safe was there. But you know how when you're a kid, you ain't supposed to ask certain questions back then. Like these kids nowadays, they want to know everything. I would not dare ask that man what was in that safe. I was trying to keep all the skin on my body. Okay?
Right.
But but that's that thing again. We don't think in terms of our legacy. We don't think in terms of our wealth. But my father never thought in terms of his generational wealth with us because his paranoia, his fear of banks, and he was always hiding something. Real estate in different names. Well, if you can't prove you his son that you're an heir, you're not going to get it. So the state of California wound up with 75% of my father's real estate because he was that paranoid. Plus, he was one of those men, I'm going to live forever. He's one of those men. His ego said, I'm going to live forever. And also, when he was diagnosed, they had surgery that could have prevented him from, dying early, I like to say. But because he was from that era, he had prostate cancer. You don't touch men.
Yeah.
They'll mess with men down there. So he's like, no. And he refused the surgery. But he was just like, and so he just, because of course I found all these things out after he died.
Right.
But it was just, you have to protect generational wealth. And generational wealth is real estate. That's where it starts at.
It really is.
Starts with real wealth.
And I tell people all the time, I said, what scares you? He said, what if? So the what ifs, right? I said, so what if you lose your job, or what if you come down with a serious medical illness and so forth? Let your real estate professional know. Yeah. And you know what? We may have to put that house for sale. We may need to lease it, for a year till you get back on your feet, whatever the case. Don't let your credit get ruined. Because you'll overcome, you'll find employment again, your health can be restored. But in the meantime, get onto it. Don't wait till, you're well behind in payments and so forth. And many times your lien holder will work with you and maybe do a short sale, give you some deferred payments, whatever it is. But sometimes it's hard to think straight when you're going through a situation. So don't be afraid to reach out. Everyone has hard times and difficult circumstances.
There you go. So we're going to take a break, pay some bills. I'm Neil Crane. She's not, but she is Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties. This is the Real Estate U Show here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we're going to take a break, pay some bills.
Hey, check this out.
Are you looking for a beautiful new build home, one with quality craftsmanship and higher end amenities, but still within your budget?
Oh, do I have good news for you.
Alta Homes is now selling top-of-the-line new construction homes for the home buyer, providing amenities not usually associated under $500,000.
And you want to know what makes them really shine?
You'll get to participate in the construction throughout the process and rest easy knowing that Alta Homes promises to only build what we would live in. Alta Homes provides financing resources with up to 100% financing and even the ability to finance the closing costs, including Alta Homes providing additional closing cost assistance if needed.
Doesn't get better than that.
Just give us a call or visit us to start your new build journey today. Alta Homes, we only build what we would live in.
Hello, I'm Dina Salazar, broker and owner of Platinum One Properties. Tune in each week to Realtor Corner with me as we share important information that will help you on your real estate journey. Look forward to seeing you there. And in the meantime, if you need anything real estate related, you can always get a hold of me at 832-646-9054. Dina Salazar, Platinum One Properties.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today.
We're back. Bills are paid. I'm E.L. Crane. She is not, but she is Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties. And the crazy people, you're the short person. Chris.
Okay, I'm like, who are you talking about?
Chris and Steven.
Yes.
The crazy people. And with the management company, what's the name?
It's One Innovative Management.
Okay.
Mhm.
So One Innovative. Now, Chris Blackwell, he be the short one. Okay. And I don't know why he got out of line when it was get out height. If he'd have stayed in line a little bit longer, he'd have had minimum height requirements to ride the roller coaster. Right now, Chris Blackwell cannot ride the roller coaster. It's not his fault, people. He got out of line. So Steven can ride the roller coaster, but Chris cannot.
But you know what? Chris has got what I call him the hammer
Okay.
at the office because with things he's on top of stuff. Let me give you an example. This is Chris Blackwell. So he got a call and they said, you know what? A tree fell and messed up the fence over at we're supposed to have closing this coming week.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably gonna have to postpone the closing and stuff. He goes, why? And they're like, well, because the fence, is down and something else. And he goes, I'm looking at the amendment and y'all said that y'all wanted so much money for the fence to be replaced and for the roof to be replaced. And y'all got it.
There you go.
So why now or y'all want to delay closing if y'all already negotiated that? And they're like, oh.
That's him.
Right. He didn't miss a beat. He's sharp. Chris is sharp. He's like, and so they go, okay, well, you know what? You're right. Okay. So they're like, well, we're scheduled. We're gonna close because you know what? Y'all already said y'all replacing that.
Exactly. What's the hell wrong with you? You wanted to say you're gonna replace any damn way. Shut up. Sign these damn papers. Okay. But that's Chris though. He has an eye. He has that eye.
Yes,
he has an eye, and he's not gonna miss anything, stuff like that. So basically, if you are ever getting sued, let Chris review your paperwork. But it's just things like that. I'm looking at everything that I've experienced personally this week, and I have a deeper appreciation for my ability to sustain. Okay, because my sons, like I said, they abandoned me. No AC, because the day they abandoned me, we were at work. I was hot, stuff like that, and I'm not a fan of cold showers. Let's be real clear, people. That water hit me. I thought I was going to die. But anyway, my so my son Alexander said, Dad, how'd you do this? I said, I went back in time. It was 1847, and I was in the slave quarters, and we had no AC back then either. He looked at me, he said, and I'm never gonna forget, he said, my mom says you say stuff like that all the time. You are my father.
They know what they have. Oh my gosh.
He looked at me like, really, that 1847? I said, yes, I was in the slave quarters, and we didn't have no AC back then either. I wouldn't. He said, you just ridiculous. I said, well, I was not up in the house with Massa. And she said, he just had to walk off.
I would have walked off too.
He just, this is my father. And he does so many good things, but it's always something bad coming out of his mouth. Well, I'm trying to help you understand. I tell people all the time, when the lights go off, you want me on your team because I don't panic. You know, when the lights go off, I can move around without a phone, lights, everything. They were like, what are you doing? I'm sitting here in the dark. But doing what? I'm sitting here in the dark. I can see everything. He says, what? My eyes have adjusted to the dark. My son's like, this man is insane. No, my body has adjusted to the life I have to temporarily live.
Yeah.
And that's what most people are not doing. So after the storm, you are better prepared for the next storm, right?
Yes.
I know those generator sales have gone through the roof.
Oh my God. They couldn't produce them fast enough.
Right. Because, I'm on a waiting list.
Yeah, a lot of people are now.
We got solar panels now. That's your friend's doing. I got a solar panel.
Oh, good. Well,
whatever, damn it.
Well, you know what though? I think that it's really important that maybe we have a guest soon that would talk about safety in the generators, because there were a few people who unfortunately didn't know how to use their generators properly.
Yeah.
And carbon monoxide.
Yeah, a lot of accidents happen with the carbon monoxide poison with the gas generators. You're right. I forgot about that, because it's so many things that's going on out there right now that are scary.
Yeah.
You know, between the gouging and the lack of safety, and people, I know you love those old trees. I'm not saying cut them down. I'm saying trim them. Get them serviced. I mean, in my networking group, his name is Ron Lohr. Ron has a tree service, save trees, take down trees if necessary, trim back trees to protect your home, stuff like that. That has to be the most valuable job right now.
And don't try to do it yourself.
Oh, no,
because there have been more accidents and death.
Yes.
By people thinking that they can do it themselves. And do you realize how one tree limb, how much it weighs?
Right.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I growing up, we had a guy fell out of the tree. He was trying to solder, and fell out of the tree, broke his back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, people, you don't have to be 25, 30 feet in the air. You could be 10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
If you land wrong, something's going to break.
Something's going to break.
And he broke his back.
It's just not worth it.
It's not worth it. Pay the professionals, make them aware of what your needs are so you can make the necessary adjustments to protect yourself. So because this whole storm aftermath, I am still upset about being without power for 4 days. It was disconcerting. It was not comfortable. It was just horrible. Then you can't get gas because the gas stations don't have power for the pumps to work.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're stuck in this space. And then you're like, we had a 50-50 thing. We have electric and gas. So our stove is gas. So we can cook, but we couldn't, preserve. So we was having hobo soup around there and whatever not to lose it before Jennifer left, right? But everybody doesn't have that. Look at those people that had all electric stove and everything,
And a lot of that is senior citizen that
Yes.
they don't put gas because they forget to turn it off and stuff like that. So
Exactly.
they were the ones that were really suffering, and they are the ones that have a ton of medications and stuff that needed.
Yeah.
Some of them need to be refrigerated, or maybe didn't think to go pick up their medications before this hit.
Exactly. And see, me, I have medication I need to pick up, but it needed to be refrigerated.
Yeah.
So if I were to go buy it,
Yeah.
because I get mine from a compounding pharmacy, so they got all the big freezers and stuff all in the backup generator. So my stuff is good, but everybody didn't have that. All the drugstores were closed because no power.
Mm-hmm.
So you have people who needed their prescriptions refilled, and some of those prescriptions are life sustaining. So I just look at this whole thing. It should be a learning dynamic for everybody to better prepare.
Yeah, I think so. And
Better prepare.
and this is the start of the season, the
Oh yeah,
hurricane
it's just the
season.
start. This is just the beginning.
So you're right. This is a lesson for everybody how to be prepared. And I don't think anybody realized it was going to knock out
No,
so much.
But see, that's the complacency though. Oh, it's only a Cat 1. It's only a Cat 1. So it's not going to be that bad. 5 days later, tell the people don't have no power 5 days later. Tell the people 5 days later. Tell them.
Mhm.
Okay. So you have those things going forward because like I know right now, like Monica Atkins, she watches the show and stuff like that. And Monica watches the show locally, I think on a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
All right. But she don't know. Our biggest audience is in Mexico. Jalisco, Mexico is our biggest audience. Still.
Wow.
All I know is Dos Tequila. That's all I know.
He knows tequilas.
I know tequilas and I know how to order 2 of them. All right. So we got to get our YouTube TV channel back up and running the way it's supposed to be. But it's just like, I got a message before the storm, Monday, before the power went out. It was all in Spanish. So I'm sitting there, and as soon as I try to get it, you know how you can translate it? Power went out. I still don't know what that message said to me, but it came out of Jalisco, right?
Okay.
So Jennifer's gone. All right. You speak Spanglish, so you're not no help. Okay. So I'm looking at this thing, and then yesterday I put it up, and it says, "Thank you for all the laughter. Thank you for all the knowledge, but I'm not moving to Texas."
Yeah.
I like, what the hell are you watching for? All right. I didn't respond that way. But
A lot of times people, as you know, there are a lot of Hispanics living in Houston, Texas. I mean, all over Texas.
all over Texas, yeah.
But we have a lot of large Hispanic population, and I think they're curious.
Yeah.
You know,
But it just tickles me that our biggest audience is in Jalisco, Mexico. That just tickles the hell out of me.
I can't believe that.
But I think that has more to do with, remember it was on Global Live Network?
Yes.
And now we're on HughesNet. I think it just kind of transferred over. But I like, okay, maybe I'll just start, what is it? Cerveza.
Gracias, Jalisco.
Yeah, there you go. So we're going to take a break, pay some bills. This is E.L. Crane. That'd be me, Open Tyler, Texas. If you're not aware, I'm the Big Cheese, okay, at Open Tyler, Texas. See, I said that out loud. I'm the Big Cheese. But we have 11 offices around the city. We now have 12 offices in our Texas, where we just signed our lease for Beaumont. So we have our Beaumont office open up in the next couple of weeks. We already have it staffed.
Yes.
And we'll just go from there.
That's great.
Yeah. So, of course, I'm just interested in check. Okay. And that's what
Well, at least you're clear about that.
Yeah, I'm very, very, very huge fan of checks. And if I get extra checks, just makes me just that much happier. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're going to take a break, pay some bills. I'm E.L. Crane. She is not, but this is the Real Estate U Show here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central, 12 noon Eastern, and 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Have you found yourself thinking, I need to increase my real estate brand value, start overcoming those limiting beliefs, and truly grow my business? Well, I have some great news for you. The Real ELC offers elite real estate training for professionals just like you. Whether you're a new agent or a seasoned professional, you can gain access to the wisdom, tips, and insights of a team with decades of real estate, business development, and marketing experience. And you want to know the best part? By receiving training from the Real ELC, you'll become part of the RMG Collective National Real Estate Marketing Platform. Just visit therealelc.com to start growing your real estate business today. Let me ask you something. Are you a real estate professional seeking to grow your business and add greater value to your career? RMG The Collective is the process that develops new and seasoned brokers and owners. Have you tried figuring out the best ways to market yourself but just haven't been able to break through yet? You're not alone, but I have good news. RMG The Collective offers training programs to help you master the luxury real estate market, grow your income, boost brand awareness, and develop a truly unique brand to help you stand out from the rest. This unparalleled program is endorsed by top luxury brokers and agents nationwide, with 93% of participating agents increasing their income by at least 41%. And you want to know the best part? You can be a member of RMG The Collective no matter where you're located. With agents located all over the US, you'll be a part of a strong, supportive community, have constant access to RMG's online proprietary program, work one-on-one with your mentor, receive customized feedback on your marketing and business model, and finally, watch your luxury real estate business take off. Get ready to spend your days helping others achieve their dreams while you achieve yours. RMG The Collective. Growth in partnership. Call or email to get started today.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. We're talking about the future storms. I'm not moving. I'm going home to California. I tell people this all the time. I'm from Los Angeles, California, born and raised. Give me a 30-second earthquake any day of the week. Y'all gonna have these damn hurricanes.
I don't know about that.
30 seconds, gone. Nothing. Just, and half the time they had earthquakes out there growing up, we didn't even know it until somebody told us.
Really?
No, you never know. See, everybody thinks it's an earthquake like them crazy movies.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you might have a tremor in the valley, but it never makes it into the city.
Uh-huh.
You might have a tremor out in the city and it never makes it to the ocean line. You just never know. So we had a 4.3 earthquake out in San Fernando Valley. Okay, you just driving on doing it because it's not impactful. Not that they haven't had impact, because years ago the Northridge earthquake took out a whole bunch of stuff, but that's your 5.7, 6 point on the Richter scale kind of thing. But the average earthquake is less than 2 point something, and you don't even know what happens. You literally don't know what. So give me my 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And I have never lost power because of an earthquake. Never lost power because of an earthquake. So y'all can sit on, and an earthquake has never made me take my boat out in the front yard and go down the street because we don't have water, stuff like that. Okay. Earthquake. Give me, hey, yay, earthquakes. No hurricane.
I mean, it's scary. It's so scary.
It is. But I'm looking at the survival instincts that a lot of people have. It's very impressive, the survival. I think in terms of, survival instincts, but also the willing to sacrifice for your neighbor.
Yeah.
Cam, he's one of the new people I brought on to do marketing and sales. No power. He and his wife had no power. All right. They live in a high rise. They walk down XYZ amount of flights of stairs. Okay. And they had all this water that they had purchased pre-hurricane because they're big water drinkers. They went to the church and donated all their water. Donated all their water, right? And so you think about people who are willing to sacrifice like that and then there are people who, and this is the people I don't like, and everybody has an opinion, that people that post what they just did for somebody. Don't you? I just gave a homeless man $20 because or a guy was stuck. He realized he had forgot his money, so I gave him some money for gas and just do the good deed and move on.
Yeah.
God is the only person that is acknowledging that. Truly.
Exactly.
People on Facebook not acknowledge that. Oh, that's so kind, so sweet. But it's the people who don't say anything. That's what I say. People don't know what to
Just
say.
do it if you can.
Just do it.
And you know, I always tell people all the time, don't worry, you know, the man upstairs is going to pay me back. Yeah, that's about it.
Always, you know, because I tell people all the time, yeah, what do you feel about this? Look, me and Guy got an agreement, all right? He let me get away with stuff on earth, and he going to punish me later.
Well, he had a relationship with his best friend.
With my priest, yes.
Father JC. And I'll never forget that that man knew him like the back of his hand. And he one day he came to the show, EO came to the show, and he was very quiet, very pensive. And I said, "What's going on?" He's like, "I'll talk about it later." Well, I guess he was, you know, going through some changes. I don't know what was happening. This was several years ago. He received a letter after Father JC had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
He had set it up to where he would be sending him letters after he was gone.
Yeah.
And how long did that go on? For
4 months.
For months. And for 4 months. And it was like, but every letter had a powerful message and meaning that actually correlated to what was happening to him at that particular time in his life.
Mm-hmm.
It was really amazing. But I think that, you know, I guess, I don't know what made me bring that up. I guess because this is a difficult time.
Yeah.
I mean, people are going through some things. And I think that gives people hope that sometimes you just got to hang on and this too shall pass.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, you move on to the next door opening.
Because, you know, thank you for bringing up JP. He was my confidant. He and I, every Thursday morning, we talked. It was 5 o'clock here, 3 o'clock in Los Angeles. Every morning we would talk. And he knew me from the time I was 13 years old. So our friendship was 40 plus years. All right. And every girlfriend, every wife, every divorce, every success, every failure, he was right there to keep me level. All right. So when he passed away, I had no idea he was sick. I called over because he missed a phone call, and they patched me through, and they says, Father JP, he's gone. I said, where'd he go? And they said, no, he passed away last night. What? Suddenly? And then the nun says, no, my name is Buck. My nickname is Buck. She says, Buck, he knew he was leaving, but he didn't want to tell you because he didn't want to upset your life. She says, but don't worry, he's still going to stay in touch with you. I had no idea what that meant. 2 days later, I got the first letter. I know you're mad that I didn't tell you I was sick, but that was my burden. I didn't want it to be your burden. This is how he starts the letter to me. That's my burden. I didn't want it to be your burden. But I want you to know that you can do this. All right. Now, our good friend Tish, I had mentioned Tish to JP. He sent her a letter. I don't know if I told you that. He had sent her a letter. And he called her God's child. He said, and I told God's child to look out for you. All right. So I'm reading through this letter, and it was touch points. I mean, touch points all the way back when I was a teenager, touch points. So he was preparing me for these subsequent letters. And this is the crazy thing. He didn't say there was more letters coming. They just kept coming.
Yeah.
So then I finally called our Lucy, Sister Lucy. I called Sister Lucy. I say, how many letters are there? She says, you'll know when they end. That's what she told me. You'll know when they end. And they progressively dealt with me, as you said, with all my trials and tribulations like he did know me. All my trials, all my concerns, all of my whatevers. And one of the last things he said to me, and one of the last letters I received was, I know you're fighting marriage. I know you said you're never going to get married again. And I used to joke about marriage all the time. I'm going to get married Friday, have a honeymoon Saturday, and divorce on Sunday. I used to say all the time. He says, no, we're going to get you a marriage that's going to last longer than that. I'm like, this man is sitting there talking trash from the grave. All right. Lo and behold, 2 years later, I got married. And he told me the kind of person it was going to take to marry me. And that's exactly who I married, the kind of person it would take to marry me. Somebody who's going to give just as good as she gets, raise just as much hell with me as I raised with her. And as my niece said, you finally got you somebody that's not a pushover. I said, y'all trying to tell my 3 previous wives pushover? Yes, they let you get away with every damn thing. And my nieces would say things like, I'd have killed you in your sleep years ago. But when you have somebody like that in your life, like now, I have Jennifer, of course, but I also have Dina. And I have a few other people that I can call and vent, share, and know I'm protected. And that's what he was telling me in that progression letter. You are still going to be protected even though I'm no longer here. You have people who are going to protect you. You just need to let them protect you. And that's what I've done. So I have grown a great deal because me, I'm that guy that drives himself to the emergency room.
I know. But it is through mentorship, that you have taken on that role, E.L. Crane, of a mentor, educator, and of course, entrepreneur, because there's so many real estate professionals or just professionals in general that seek you out for advice and so forth. And you've done the best you can, and they in turn are better for it. It's evident. They vocalize it, they show it through what they do every day. And that is a blessing in itself. And I think everyone, if you have one person that that you can look toward for honesty, for advice and things like that at times, then that's your go-to, and be grateful for that. If they're no longer with you, then you hold on to the positive from them, just like you did with Father JP and your dad and so forth, that, we can.
They're forever watching.
Yeah, they're forever watching, and we're forever growing as we're here. So,
So what we're going to do is take a break, come back for our final episode. Because I think Miguel is in the other office getting a list together for me to go shopping.
Yeah, there's a big shopping list.
Yeah, he better give me a credit card too. Oh, Miguel got, Jesus said Miguel got the credit card.
Okay.
Oh, you got it great. So we're going to take a break, pay some bills. I'm E.L. Crane of Open Tyler, Texas. She is Dina Ramos of Platinum One Properties and One Innovative Group with the short person.
Butler Media is where dreams become reality, where brands thrive, and where you find success. We provide social media management, brand design, and marketing education solutions designed to elevate your brand. Your marketing is our mission. Visit our website to get started.
passion and interest in real estate? Want to learn from the pros and have some fun doing it? Welcome to the Real Estate U Show, your connection to all things real estate, buying, selling, investing, and new construction sales, including residential and commercial real estate financing. Tune in for weekly live episodes with real estate experts and guests, packed with their best tips and tricks, and get a sneak peek into their national marketing relationships. Sponsored by the trusted team of Builder Boost and Homes and Land Magazine. The Real Estate U Show. Informative, insightful, and with a little touch of humor. Tune in to www.reuworldwide.com, Saturdays at 11 a.m. CST.
And that's what it came down to. Yeah. So I'm E.L. Crane. I'm back. This is Real Estate U Show. I'm joined by Dina Ramos. This is our last segment of, what's today? July the 13th, 2024, in the year of our Lord. We don't have no windows, so we're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I'm not scared no more about that. Yeah.
We are fearless over here in the Galleria area. Okay. And then, we got things going on because the training center is planning a grand opening
When?
launch. We're trying to do it this week, but I think we're going to push it back a week.
Yeah,
Okay.
with everything that's going on.
With everything that's going on. But we get, we have our podcast studios, we have our green screen TV studios, and we have a 50-seat training center and what we say is you come here, real estate professionals come here to elevate. That's what we're
That's
doing.
good.
It's about elevate.
It is true.
Yeah. So this is because this is what we found out over the last few years. This is necessary. You have so many agents out there floundering because they choose not to allow themselves to embrace.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't. So you can't create an environment that allows you to be the best version of yourself, but you have to embrace being the best version. Because I had a meeting yesterday with one of the ladies, and she says, I miss your classes. I said, well, okay. She says, no, I miss your classes because she's no longer with the brokerage I was doing them at. So she felt like she couldn't come over there, but now we have this space. This is like the training center is like Switzerland. We're neutral.
Yeah.
We are not beholding or bound to any real estate brokerage or lender or builder. You come here to elevate and learn, to have more and do more.
I think that's a wonderful thing to bring up at this time because I think a lot of real estate professionals see all these little postings. Hey, we're offering this class at, name brand place,
Right.
real estate office. And then, man, I would like to take that class. That would be good. But, then they're going to try to recruit me and all this stuff once I'm there. And I don't want to deal with all that. So I'm not going to go there. But like you said, if this is a neutral zone at the training center, it's a perfect time to come get your education, not feel that you're being recruited, not feel there's any agendas other than improving, elevating yourself, as you say, as a professional, and just having more tools in your belt to do your business better and gain more opportunities.
And what a lot of real estate professionals don't realize, you can learn so much more from another real estate professional, because all of these, like when we've started the RMG, and you was right there at the beginning, when we started RMG, the first thing I will say, you don't compete with other realtors, compete with yourself, and don't belittle or downgrade another brokerage.
Yeah.
Because they might have some things in that brokerage that can help you grow. And that realtor that's from that brokerage can help you grow if they're willing to share those things. But if you're sitting there belittling them and putting them down, they're not going to share. So we created a really, really safe space, for want of a better description, for people to communicate and to share. And our original group, the Big 12, the original group was 12 agents from 10 different brokerages, all collaborating and working together.
Yes.
And building brand and supporting each other and elevating each other and lifting each other's spirits when they were down. They can count on each other. That's what this profession is about. Elevating those around you so everybody's successful, i.e. exceeding expectations. So if you're not willing to exceed expectations, why do you have a license? Why do you have a license? And that's why we do things the way we do here at the Real Estate U Show. We have, like I said, the studios and the podcasts and the training center. We also have our daily professions such as Open Title Texas, and I'm a part of a great team. Platinum One Properties and One Innovative Group. Dina's a part of a great team. Lone Peak Lending with Jennifer, she's a part of a great team. And we work with individuals who are part of great teams.
Absolutely.
Alta Homes, Drew and Adrian and Irma and Juana and all of their construction managers, great teams putting out great products. Our lender partners, great teams. That's what you build. That's how you grow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what you got going on this week besides
Well,
taking me to eat?
Well, we definitely have been checking on all the properties.
Okay, on property management.
Yeah, and checking in with everyone, making sure that our clients' assets are in good condition and unharmed. That's our priority. And following up with the properties are scheduled to close this week, making sure that they're okay. And we'll let Chris handle that since he knows how to.
That's his thing. That's his thing.
Since he was negotiating that the other day. But no, it's a busy time in terms of that part of it. But once everybody has electricity against which we're close to at this point, it'll be back to business as usual.
Okay. Now, see, we're working on the studio.
Yes.
You know, we have the training center is pretty much done. We have a decorator and that's putting up stuff. You like the stuff she did so far? Okay. See, because I don't have nothing.
It's very positive.
So I get out of their way. I just stay out their way. Decorate all.
Yeah.
And don't send me the bill.
Well, so you have the training center.
Yes.
And then the open titles in business.
Yes.
Going good.
Yeah.
So are classes postponed this week because of this storm? Or are you still a business as usual?
I got to get with Becca and Elaine on Monday to see if that, but I think we're going to push those classes out and then ramp up the week after, because I have a belief system that everybody will have their power back and everybody's still recalibrating, because I was supposed to teach a class online the other night and 9 of the 12 students had no power. I was supposed to teach a class Thursday morning online for the mortgage lenders. And this is the crazy part. That storm, Beryl, it went up north and took out the power in Michigan. And so Michigan is where our web feed comes from to teach the online classes.
Oh, no.
So it had no power. Then it veered to the right and headed northeast, and Maine and stuff. Oh yeah, Beryl, she's a mean woman. Woman. Now I grew up with a lady named Beryl, beautiful Beryl. The Beryl I grew up with was great. This Beryl here, not so much.
Okay.
But I think people are going to be more prepared now. That's one thing. I believe that having a clear and better understanding of what's going on, or how to prepare, is what this learning experience has been about. Because I'm not fearful in that way, because I've always made an adjustment. Like, I'm that kid in my family that don't panic. Everybody has that family that don't panic. But like my sons, oh God, it's hot in here. I said, I'm 5 times your age. You sitting there whining about how hot it is. You better sit your all right. So my whole thing is, so I think you do mental adjustments to better be able to adapt to do the things you need to do.
Yes.
All right. So that's what I think a lot of people are going at this time, because I'm hearing from people, you got power? Yeah, I still don't have power. And it's not discriminatory either. You got some people still in Cyprus that don't have power. You still have people in Sugar Land and Pearland and Katy who still don't have power.
Right.
Okay. So it's not like a block area. It's all over.
And some people got their power on and then it went back out.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's
yeah. One lady that's on the board with me over at the Builders Association, her power came on for 2 days and then went off. So it's a lot of suffering out there still, and that's horrible. But if you have an opportunity to help your neighbor,
yes,
you should be helping your neighbor. If you have an opportunity to help a coworker, extend a hand. And sometimes we're too prideful to accept help. check your pride at the door,
Yeah.
protect your family,
And
and ask for help.
And
And
yourself.
have your help, because I don't like most people, but I'll help you. Like my oldest sister said, I don't like you, but I ain't gonna let you starve. I'll make sure you get a good meal before I put you out my house. Hey, people, it's not my fault. It's the original EL and Ella Rose's fault, okay? Think about it.
Yeah.
My mother and my father, both of their names start with E. That's my problem, people. I come from 2 E's.
Yeah, you do.
I come from 2
Yeah,
E's.
you do. That's hilarious.
So this has been the Real Estate U Show. Thank you for joining us. Our good friends on the HughesNet Satellite Network, our friends on YouTube TV, our friends on our social media channels, our friends down in Jalisco, Mexico.
Yes.
Thank you. How you say thank you?
Gracias.
Gracias, Jalisco.
There you go.
Okay. Cerveza, immediately. Okay. So we'll be back next Saturday with a full Jennifer will be back.
With a tan.
Stay another week. Stay another week. Okay, no. So thank you for watching. Enjoy your week and help your neighbor. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
I want you to put this on your next album.
I'd love to.
Yeah, it's called Matchbox.
All righty. I'm listening.
Yeah, I wonder will a Matchbox hold
Hold
my
my
clothes. Matchbox ain't about that big.
Right.